Welcome back to my channel. We have Anupam from Dochaki Designs.
Hi, Rustom.
Hi, Anupam. So, Anupam, you have recently started a new and exciting lineup of electric-powered cycles. So, we would like to hear a bit about that.
I've been working on from last 4 or 5 years, but अब जाके वो materialize हुआ है. Various stages were there, and I was not very competent at that point of time. कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. So initially the costing was also very high.
Yes.
Material मिल नहीं रहा था. We have to import a lot of things. So a lot of things were there. So now after 4 or 5 years of research and everything, now we have gone through and made a couple of prototypes for ourselves and one of our customers.
Okay.
And we are targeting as a lifestyle electric cycle brand. We are mostly focusing on an area where custom electric bikes can also be built. So they can choose from our designs as well as they have some of their own ideas, then they can suggest us. If we can do it, then we'll definitely do it for them. And currently the first design what we have done is a vintage style neoclassic electric bike inspired from the first era of motorcycles which were there, the Harley Davidson, the Triumphs, the Indians. So it's based on something similar on those lines, but it is powered by electric motors.
Yes.
So that was the whole idea.
The design does look elegant, and as you rightfully said, it is a lifestyle product. But now with reference to the product quality, I mean everything from being human to Hero to Firefox, everyone has entered the highly competitive electric cycle category. So now why should someone invest their money in your product?
See, the thing is that all these bicycles which are there right now in the market, they all almost look similar. I mean, it's like what most of the manufacturers are doing. They are getting some frames for manufacturers who are already manufacturing frames for cycles and all, and they're just putting in the battery and the motor. Okay. So that's what they are doing. I mean, I'm not saying for everyone, but most of the people are doing like this only. So all the cycles, if you look at them, e-bikes, they all look similar.
Yes.
Very slight difference, maybe color differences will be there, maybe tire size will be different. But the whole idea behind our style is that we wanted to give something to the enthusiast. So the color choices will be according to them, the basic stitchings and leather and all these kind of things will be according to the client only.
Okay.
And the basic mechanics will be similar, which all other companies are using, the hub motor, the batteries, so these are really standard size. So on these front, they won't have any issues. But above this and along with this, they will have that extra product, good looking product, stylish product, which they wanted to show it to people.
Okay, so basically it said if you don't park your bike and stare at it, you have purchased the wrong bike.
Exactly.
So it's the same for your electric cycles.
You're taking my words.
Yes. Okay, so basically you're creating a design that can be maintained anywhere. I live in Mumbai, so if I have to get it from UP, then obviously it has to be serviceable over here as well.
Right.
Okay. Now with reference to the battery, what are the different configurations that you provide and what is the range?
See, the battery which we are providing right now is lithium phosphate batteries. We also have an option of lithium ion batteries and sodium sulfate batteries also. These all options will be presented to the customer if they wanted to opt for different things. All these have plus, minus, everything is there. So all the different configurations for lithium ion batteries are also there. NSM batteries will be there. So they can opt out. I mean, they can opt which one they wanted to go for. Then you can have a 6 ampere battery, 7.2 ampere battery, 9 ampere. These are the sizes basic. So these sizes defines the range of a cycle. That's how long you wanted to ride it on the electric motor. So if you have a suppose 9 Ah battery, then obviously you can ride more. You can go up to around 30 kilometers or 35 kilometers depending on the load and the road conditions. If you have a 6 ampere battery, which we are normally giving it to everyone as a basic model.
Yes.
Everybody can opt for a bigger batteries also. But basic configuration is 6 ampere what we are giving. So in that you can easily go up to from 16 to 20 kilometers in a single charge.
16 to 20 purely on electric. No pedal assist.
No pedal assist.
Obviously with pedal assist it will increase by 30%.
Definitely.
Okay. So there is 6, there's 9. If I'm not mistaken, there is a 14 ampere battery also, right?
There is 7.2, there is 9, there is 12, there is 14. So we can actually customize the battery as per the requirement also. So if somebody says you want to go for 20 years, then we can do that also. But it depends that it has to fit in the frame also. And the size wise, because anyways if you increase the size, the age of the battery, then size also will increase. So that is all the configuration which we can discuss when we are building something for someone.
So anything from 16 to 60 to say a hypothetical 100 kilometers can be done depending on the client's budget as well as the feasibility.
Right.
Okay. Now, is this battery removable?
No, not in this model. In this model, it is completely fixed inside the tank. If you can see in the design, there is a tank.
Yes.
So that tank is a battery holder basically.
Okay.
So I mean, you can remove it. Obviously, there are nuts and bolts. You can remove it. It's not, but we won't suggest it because it's not necessary. It's fixed by nut and bolts until people know that they specifically wanted to remove it or they want to do something with it. Then only they have to remove it. They can take it anywhere and charge it. So that's not a problem because the boards are outside, so it can be easily charged from any port.
Considering my scenario, I live in Mumbai, I live on the 6th floor. So what I usually do, I park my cycle down and I have a removable battery.
Right.
Obviously, people living in Delhi and all, they have their own bungalows to charge their cycle over there. That's a completely secondary thing. But people who live in cities, if a customer requests you, okay, can you design it in such a way that I can remove my battery and charge it at my office space or charge it at my residence, would that be possible?
Yes, that is possible.
Okay, so that is possible as well.
Yes, we are working on another model in which we'll be giving removable batteries. It's not on the same lines of this vintage style, but something on a completely different design. Okay. But same concept we can use on this cycle also. But the tank itself is the bigger parts, and that is complete engine battery holding part. So it will be a little tougher for people to take it out, but it is possible. We can do it. If it is needed, then we can make it removable.
But I think Dochaki as a brand can give you two options. This model, it is a removable battery. This model, the vintage model, it is removable, but it will be difficult. Now coming to the motor, the heart of the e-bike, according to ARAI specification, anything above 250 volts is obviously will not be legal to be ridden on the roads unless it's properly registered, which is a very long process and no one wants to go through that. So hence all our electric bikes are 250 volt motors. Now, with reference to your 250 volt motor that you're providing, is it a geared or a non-geared motor?
See, 250 watt is defined by the ARA and CMVR in India. Below that, anything which is there is considered as a bicycle. Above that, you enter a motorcycle segment, then you have to go for the RTO registration, the ARA registration. So it's a long process and a costly process. Definitely. Yes. The whole idea behind this, using this specification, the 250 watt, is that more people can own the electric bike. So we have used a 250 watt non-geared version right now in this bicycle. Basically, there are two reasons for that, because the geared version is slightly costlier, as well as it has more moving parts and sometimes more maintenance is needed into that. So the people don't want it in their cycle. And secondly, obviously the cost is one very big part for e-bike right now in current market. So that's why we have opted for this, because this is a very simple motor to operate. People don't have to take any maintenance issues. They don't have to oiling. They don't have to use anything in the long term. So they just take it and use it.
It is maintenance free, the electric motors.
Right. Yes. And it doesn't have that friction because there are less moving parts. So it's not that heavy compared to a geared motor. So those are basically the advantages which pushed us to using this motor. So that is one of the major factors. Second is obviously the cost, because it reduces the cost for the client also. Yes. If somebody wants, then definitely we can use a geared motor. So that's what I'm saying. It's a permutation, combination, lot of things can be done.
So the viewers, let me emphasize non-geared electric motor. We're not talking of the gears externally that you can install in a cycle.
No.
We're talking of the electric motor. Suppose a customer would like to have a 500 watt motor or a 1000 watt motor, and obviously he assures you he will not be riding the cycle on public roads, or he'll be riding in his private property. So is it possible for you to provide a bigger motor as well for these cycles?
Yes. If the product is being used in a private property or a closed environment, then we can definitely give them a bigger motor if they want it.
Now with reference to accessories, now I the first model that you have introduced, I see it doesn't have a suspension. It looks basic and classic. Now, if I would like to install a front suspension and as well as a rear suspension, would that be possible?
Yes, it is possible. This is a base model on which a lot of things can be done. So suppose if we wanted to have a suspension, then we are obviously thinking about girder forks or the Springer forks. Maybe telescopic forks are also possible, but vintage style telescopic forks won't look that good. But still, if somebody wants to opt for it, then we can definitely add those things. On the rear side also, we right now, if you see, the seat is slightly floating.
Yes.
If you can see. So it has a leaf spring below it.
Okay.
So that is one thing, but some people won't like this kind of design, so maybe we can have a slightly different design. So there also we can provide a separate suspension on the back side also, instead of a swing arm. I mean, connected to a swing arm. So that all is possible.
What is the overall weight of your cycle?
It's around 28 kgs.
With reference to braking, is there any specific brand that you are using to stop a 28 kg cycle?
We are using front and rear disc brake. Right now we are using a Venom brakes, but there are various other options also. But we found those comparatively well to do and good to stop.
With reference to the control panel, what information gets displayed?
So currently what we are using is an LCD display, which will show you the speed, the battery, how much the battery is charged, what stage of pedal assist you are using. There are various stages, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. How much the battery is charged, what voltage is there. So this basic information is there. Top speed is there, what speed you are running in, that is there. So these information you will get. In future, we are trying to add in maybe you can say Bluetooth connectivity or maybe a GPS system. So that we are working on right now, but those are still under plans. But this is the basic display what we are providing right now.
Okay. Does your cycle have cruise control?
No, right now it doesn't have.
It doesn't. Currently it does not. Okay, now the most important question, 3 most important questions. Where is your cycle available? What is the waiting time? And what is the price range?
See, right now we have not opened any dealership across India because lot of things, lockdown were happening and everything was happening. So right now people can directly order it from us. And right now it is made to order because we are not keeping any inventory at this point of stage. But soon we will have inventories ready. Right now the waiting period is around 15 to 20 days. In that we can build a cycle and send it to you. In future we are planning to bring that to around maybe 5 days or 7 days. So that we are working on. We are planning to keep it a custom bike so that people can opt for different color options, maybe different configurations. So it will anyways have that longer time compared to a normal cycle because it will be customized to a particular client. So that will always be there. But yeah, I mean, right at current point of time, the waiting period is around 20 days, you can say maximum. And the orders you can directly place at our website. You can call us or whatever message, you can mail us, whatever way you wanted to contact us, you can do that. And price range, basic price range starts from 31,000 and goes up to 40,000, depending on the configuration and what we are opting for and what kind of thing we are looking for.
What is the material you're using? Is it aluminium? Is it mild steel?
Right now we are using mild steel because we are trying to reduce the cost of it. If we can use, we are not going for aluminium because our bike's weight is heavy and we wanted to use it everywhere. Aluminium has certain limitations and certain functions, you can say, in our particular manufacturing what we are doing. So right now we are using mild steel. Most of the parts are made in mild steel. In this bike, everything is made out of mild steel, but everything is powder coated and painted, so there's no issues for the rusting and everything in the future. And bolts and everything, we are trying to use all the stainless steel. So we are trying to reduce any manufacturability or any serviceability issues in the future. So we are doing our best, whatever we can do. I hope people won't have any problems in future. But if there is any issue, we are always giving a warranty for it. Like battery has a 2-year warranty, the controller and motor has a 1-year warranty, and the cycle we are giving a 1-year warranty. If there are any manufacturing issues or any issues, you can contact us, we will sort it out.
Let's say hypothetically a customer wants your cycle, say in Mumbai. The money is transferred, the cycle is manufactured in MP. How will you courier it?
Right now we have collaborated with DTDC. It's a premium courier service in India right now. Most of people know it. So we have collaborated with them. So they are helping us deliver these bicycles across India. So we have just delivered two to Hyderabad, one to Riva, and these places we have already delivered. The basic process what we are doing right now, we don't want people to immediately pay the complete money also.
Okay.
We are taking it in parts. So suppose if somebody wants to place an order, we will ask them to submit 60% of the amount. So the work can be started. 20% once we are done with the fabrication and the paint process is about to start, because that is one of the major features which we are trying to provide to our customer, that they can opt for a custom paint job.
Okay.
So the 20% will ask at that point of time when the paint is about to start, so that people can have an idea, okay, this is how my bike is going to be and this is the process is going on. I mean, it's small steps we are giving so that people who are going to get our bikes are going to be involved in the process also. It's not like that people come in and pay us money and take the bike. So then it doesn't make that custom bike effect to those people. So we wanted to have that thing to those clients also. So they are part of the process. We are going for this process, the 60%, 20%, 20% time of delivery.
So thank you for coming on this video, and we look forward for your next design with reference to your electric cycle.
Thank you, Rustom. It was great talking to you, and thank you for showcasing our work.
There
is something new which we are doing, so we really appreciate what you are doing right now.